media a lot of that. My name, talking sports, my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elevator TV radio for undiluted, unadulterated. It's probably replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elevator TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
If you could swap Neymar for Ronaldo for Al Hilal, would you do it?
No.
Why is that?
Ronaldo's old. He's trash. That's good.
I love your honesty.
Yes, man.
He's trash.
He said he's
This
trash.
boy is mean. This kid is mean. Every day I hear this thing, man.
If there was open goal, his teammates would just pass him. That's how he scored.
Oh,
Open goal
God.
is only trash.
Ah,
No,
Okay.
oh,
it's trash.
boy is
Yes,
wicked.
Talisca only kills him. Talisca's the only one who will. And then after Talisca's underrated. He's underrated. Just
Who is, well, I guess we already know this answer, but who is the greatest of all time in your opinion?
Messi.
Messi.
Okay.
Why Messi?
It's,
So this
it's
is how our
magic.
live
It's
stream
just
shows,
football.
right?
It's just magic.
I'm saying it now.
It's magic every time he does something good.
What would you do if you got Messi over here? You'd be so excited.
I'll cry. I'll cry. So I'll cry.
He said I would cry. I love it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakulo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elevator TV radio.
I read the first, so.
Broadcasting. Listen.
Oh,
Elevator TV radio. We are not just about
read the first.
radio.
Somebody tell me first, read the first for like a west side. The first.
We are all about
Let me hear
connecting
the
with people and creating a community of great minds and
Thunderbolt.
values. This is radio like you never heard before.
Our black tax. Let's
Elegbete
continue.
TV radio, the pathfinder for radio. You are listening to Elegbete TV.
Anybody.
Elegbete TV radio. We dare to lead.
Sure. You can hear. Can you hear now? All right, let's do the show. Hi guys, welcome to the show, The Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Nidafi Matthias. I love to come in Elegbete on Sports. I've got Emmanuel Sebastian in the building. We don't have all the time in this world. It's the last show, and we're going to go off. I'm going from the burial. Emmanuel Sebastian will go around with Kalijaye, investing content for the Nigerian League. So we will not be here for the whole of next week. I don't know. I don't know how the movement will be for me, but I'll be on Twitter. Definitely be on Twitter. I'll be posting food and my journey on the road. Definitely you will see food. With me, you will see food, guaranteed. I don't know what Emmanuel is just to be doing fine boy. I've been telling you statistics and all that. But that show that Emmanuel does on the Niger footballers, please, you guys should follow, comment, watch, like, and push it high. He's doing a great job, and I think I like it. You know me, anybody that is doing anything that is related to Nigerian League right now, I'm loving them full time and big time. And Emmanuel is doing a great job on that in that area as well. And a lot of other people like the NPFL, Tori, Rairom, Zamora, what's it called now? Euphoria, Joy, Jabulu, Felix the Great, just to name a few anyway. There's a lot more. Mikolo, Mike the Pundit, all these guys, follow them. But there's a guy, my favorite guy on Nigerian social media right now. Is Abolaji guy that focuses on only Beyond Limit and Remo Stars. That boy, I don't know where he's really doing it. But there's someone I want to give a very special shout out to this morning before I move on the show, or two people actually. So a guy called Ken, I don't know his other name, but reached out to me all the way from the US, and I've not even bothered to ask his other name. That's the thing. Okay, the proprietor, the CEO, the owner of Short Sports FC. So they are in the next league before the MLS, right? So the MLS is not about promotion; it's about paying for the franchise. They are just there. So they are just there at the verge. They could, if they have the funding, they would play in the MLS, and it's giving a lot of Nigerians opportunity. A lot of people put a team together. Came from the US, reached out to us and said they are going to help us buy some equipment. Okay, for our studio, that is top. Like from next year, February, March, they'll start sending them in piecemeal. But thank you very much, Ken. I am overwhelmed by that. Now, just when I thought that was the end of the story, my main man, my brother Sam, the guy who have Houston cover, African Sports Network, the CEO of African Sports Network. Last night, very late, Nigerian time, it was 12:30. I wasn't asleep. You know me, I'm late sleeping. But I was just doing some stuff, doing some research, working on production again. We're about to get back into production, so I'm working on the style and all that. And he sent me this picture of a Catoroid mic. So we've not had a Catoroid mic before. If you look at proper podcasts, that's the mic that he used. It's the most expensive mic for broadcasting, the most expensive broadcast mic. They have it in, I think, Wazobia FM have it. If you guys have it, not everybody. So he sent me this message that he just got a mic for us. It will be delivered to him tomorrow, which is November 25th. And he's coming to Nigeria in January or February, and he will be giving it to us. So anybody who knows Sam Mbono, please reach out to him and say, I said you guys should help me thank him. He's on Facebook, he's on Twitter. African Football Network is the king of, I call him the king of Houston. He made the Houston Dynamos very popular, and he's been doing some incredible work there. And he just reached out like, oh, I like what you're doing. This is, let me even read this message. So, I'm thankful for what you're doing for Nigerian soccer, and in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I just bought this microphone you have wanted. I remember saying sometime, online that I really want this mic. I say, I'll give you when I come home in January or February, but I'm coming. And I was shattered. I was in tears. I was like, it really got me, because, when you don't ask anybody for something and then all of a sudden they just go out of their way, people are doing Thanksgiving, and then I'm the guy that is thinking about the reason why. Oh God, I'm getting emotional now. But thank you very much, Sam Mbono, for that, and thank you very much, Ken. Ken is in Baltimore, Sam is in Houston, and he's doing a great thing over there. Normally in this industry, people who do what you do hate on you, try to fence you. I mean, like I was telling him last night, that this is an industry where somebody will do a big interview, you tell him, please help me give me that person's number. The person will just blank you out. That's what they do. Yeah, you've experienced it. Like, bro, I like this person you're talking to. Please, can you give me? And meanwhile, if they ask me, I give people number. I talk to this person. I don't. I give your number to somebody. Oh, why now? No, the person wants interview. No worry. No biggie. Just go. And then this. So it was. No more busy. One see me crabby, wishes and lizard. Precious almost away. So it was big for me that somebody who is a content creator, a YouTuber, who should see me as a competition, is actually going out of his way to make my company better, my comment better. Really, it really got me anyway. Thank you very much, Sam. I really am grateful. And Ken, Mr. Ken, will really, I don't know. But thank you very much. And since this is the last episode, the last trench of the show this week, and we're not going to have it next week, Emmanuel Sebastian, let's do it. If lights just go off, I just sign up. We are going. I'm see here. I can't deal with all this wahala right now. Emmanuel, it's your show now.
All right. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone listening on the show. I mean, what an emotional start to the show. I mean, you talked about Sam. What a tenacious guy with the way the content he's been putting out.
Yeah.
Through him, I got to know some few Nigerians in the MLS, not just male footballers, even the female ones. The Chinonso Falls.
He actually brought Michelle Alozia our way.
CF Montreal, Sunusi Ibrahim of Montreal as well. Nwobodi of Cincinnati. These guys, I learned one or two information from his content as well. Then, the film of the Mono of Gotham, like you talked about Alozia. I mean, he put Alozia in our faces, hosting dash and stuff like that. So, and it's tenacious, like the work he put out, even though.
Oh man, the brother.
Even though when you look at the views, you look at it like, say, okay, this guy's not.
That's the thing.
But he still goes
the
on and
fact that
with the views are not up there.
It's just like me. The views are not up there, but we've reached a place where we can't stop. We understand why we're doing it, and we understand that we're creating a portfolio, a catalog, for the longer haul. We're not
Exactly.
in it for just be famous today and then use it to go do something else. This is not skit. This is real work. And in real work, you actually, and it's something that I went to speak somewhere the other day, and I was telling them that in real work, it takes a lifetime for it to happen. It takes a lifetime. Nobody gets pregnant today and tomorrow press a button and then the baby comes out. You go through all those first, second, third trimester. You go through all the stress. You go through all the moment that tells you it's not going to happen. You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You doubt yourself. People around you look at you like, well, this is really what you want to do with your life, right? This is all. And that's what makes it worth it at the end of the day. For somebody like me, people have always asked me, do you get discouraged? Maybe the first 1 year. I don't anymore because I've looked at people like Grant Cardone. I've looked at some of the real successful people started in their 40s and looked like they were going to lose it. I don't know who told 25-year-old these days that if you're not driving a Benz at the age of 30, then you're a failure. I don't know who told them, but it's a different thing. I've seen it both way anyway. I bought my first car when I was a teenager. But at the same time, and I've chains of cars like gone investment here and there, some have gone back. But generally, the general rule is that you have to keep trying. You have to keep building. It is bricks upon bricks, mortar, bricks in between, mortar in between bricks. That's how a castle is built. Nobody builds a castle overnight. So most times when you look at this, like, and let me tell you one of the funniest things that I always see people do that makes me laugh. Two things I've seen people say repeatedly to me on social media that make me laugh. Some of them, this fake journalist where they sack umbrella. First off, what I earn in umbrella in 1 year, sometimes in 2 years, I make like my fuel, the money I spend for fuel in a month, I don't earn umbrella in 3 years, and 3 months, sorry. So you're not going to come here feeling that's one. Two, people will tell you, if you know when I need to get 5 views on your post, that's why nobody they come your post. That's not the reason. People buy these things. Okay, it's like verification now. I paid how much for Instagram? I have a blue tick. Does that not make me special than the guy who doesn't have a blue tick, who's doing content like the NPFL to read, the Mikolo, the guys who are? I did it because, I want to do a particular type of marketing and I can only do it if I have the blue tick. Like Twitter, everybody go get a blue tick. I'm still thinking, I don't write long posts. That's why I've not gotten the blue tick on Twitter. I don't write long posts. I don't do all those things. Those are things for like people like Timothy Daimbo who writes a whole lot. People like you, not me. But I might wake up tomorrow and say, okay, if we start production of the league again, I'll have to get a blue tick. Okay? It does not now make me better than who I am now. I had blue tick for 6 years. 1st of December 2014 to 2020.
That's your former
February 20. Yeah, my former. It didn't change my life. I was still this guy. As a matter of fact, that time I was suffering more. I was entering bus, going to work, wearing one jersey like every day. Had like only 2 pair of jeans, a few t-shirts, but there's a way I manage it. I just pick out the bright color, blue, red, green, white, like that. Just yellow, just mix all those jerseys up. I was suffering, but I had verified Twitter handle. I was the biggest guy already. People don't always understand that life is not like that, and certain things you're doing, oh boy, you must follow the process. Exactly. There is no like Tyler Perry said. See, if you do your first event and the hall is full, then you have no business in that industry. Okay, where do we go from there? You have to do an event, you pay for hall and nobody comes. No sponsor looks at you, then you now know, okay, but I go walk, I go grind. You understand? You go grind. And, we bless God for where we are. And for people like someone, I always tell him, I say, Lee, guy, forget the number. Yeah. One day you just wake up. Do you know how much I will give to have a video of when I predicted that Germany will win the World Cup a year before, that Germany will win the World Cup in 2014? Do you know how much I will give to have that video right now? Do you know how much I will give to have a video of me predicting that 3 weeks from this defeat by Paris Saint-Germain to Barcelona will beat them 6-1? Who does that? Nobody. There's nobody in football hemisphere that's ever done that. You can say Barcelona will win, but win 6-1, and then eventually 3 weeks later the match is 6-1. You know what I'll give to get a video of me when I was talking in Brilla that on the 16th of July 2016 that Nigeria will qualify for the World Cup. Even though I have a tweet that I can't even find again on my old Twitter handle that Nigeria will qualify with 1 or 2 games to spare. And then 2 years later, it happens. You know what I will give? You know what I will give to have almost all those incredible predictions. Mexico versus Nigeria, FIFA Under 17 World Cup, Nigeria versus Mexico. I said Nigeria, not like these predictions are ridiculous. I said Nigeria is going to win 3-0, but we'll score first goal in the first half. I scored 2 goals in the second half, and Kelechi Iheanacho is going to score. But who does that? This is like 3 days to the game. So it's not about numbers. It's for me to have it as catalog, just have it there, sit back. You remember when they brought this penalty kick? I don't know if you remember. I was doing football live with Tony Becker, the EPL, ABBA, yeah. And I predicted that whoever goes second in the, and I said because they put this game will end the penalties, right? We just had Tony's like, what was that? I said because of this thing where they talk, this game will end the penalties. Tony's like, no, stop talking like that now. You're not God. I said no, it's not about God. I'm only proving to you that football is rigged. All these things is fixed, it's match fixing. This game, what would they watch? It was Arsenal versus Chelsea, or if I'm not mistaken. Game ended in penalties. Chelsea played first, Arsenal played the second, and they won. And I said, whoever plays second will win. It's not a Sabi play ball, no Sabi play ball. Just imagine those predictions. And I predicted 2 seasons before Napoli that Napoli will go close the first season, and then the second season they'll win the title. They'll win the league title. You know, after Osimhen was signed. Yeah, and then I look back like, whoa, I don't have any evidence. So I go explain tire. You understand? So for this is joy for me. Like, oh, I'm doing this. You can reference it. You can go back and say, oh no, this is what he said that time, or this is what he did. This is the show. This is that one. I just feel good. Remember when I was in Dubai with Kalejaye and Chika Dibia, and I told him, Man City gets Erling Haaland, they will win the treble. The only title they will not win is the one they don't want to win. 1 year down the line, they won it. So you feel good about that. Sometimes it's not, the numbers are good, obviously. That's what gives you money. That's the reward. But who gets the reward without putting in the shift, without putting in the effort? Let's continue with our black tax.
If you're listening to this, just whatever you're doing, be it content or whatever you're doing, don't be discouraged with the start. Just
let me ask you one question.
Keep going and keep putting.
Who are your favorite top 5 Nigerian content creators in sports? Top 5 Nigerian content creators in sports.
I've not really sat down to say, okay, these are my. I just enjoy it as it comes. Maybe it's something I would go need to sit down and look at it again. But right now, I can't really pinpoint and say.
My number one is Fatil.
Fatil
is my
not
number
just
one.
because
the way she does it
in other sports.
Yeah, it's the way she does it.
Yeah, I like what she does.
The swag, the silkiness of her content, the beauty that is woven around our content. So we create content. We know the back end, the suffering that is there, the hard work, the do this. People watch that video that you put out. Nobody knows the many times cut, go back, cut, come out. The light is not good. The light is off. Somebody's making noise. Nobody knows all that. Just watch it. So I like Fatil because every time I watch anybody's content, I'm like, hey God, see this somebody better not go to get all these angles correct. I like Fatil.
To get those contents are not easy. I was behind the stadium. I was in the the way she was with our gimbal, the camera, moving around, getting.
And they're heavy.
It's really not easy, man.
You will not do that. Somebody will not start insulting you. They don't understand what we suffer to put this. And then someone will tell you, "No, you're made the
independent content creators. Really,
nobody's funding you. Nobody." So I like Fatil is my number one. She does content. People ask you, is anybody better than you? I think Fatil is better than me in terms of content creation. I don't think anybody have ideas like I do. Like it just comes to me naturally. Like it's like football analysis, but our content creation skill is amazing. Would have picked Debola, but Debola is no longer in Nigeria, so I'm going to take her out. The next person, top five is hard. There are so many people who are doing content, but they're not really. You could tell that something is missing. With Fatil, our content is correct. Everything is perfect. Second person, let's give it to NPFL to read. There's consistency to what they do. So NPFL to read is number 2. Mikolo is like more talented than almost everybody doing content, but he doesn't use his talent for himself. I think he takes himself for granted a whole lot. Somebody said that you have to bet on yourself before you bet on others. And once I heard that, I think that was somewhere in 1995 when I heard that, it was Pastor Silas Uduebulu. He said you cannot bet on others when you do not have faith, confidence in yourself. You have to start by betting on yourself first. Then you start when you start winning, then you start betting on others. It's not in the sense of gambling. In terms of investment, you have to invest in yourself. And like I always say that, look, no matter what I want to do for people, I have to put it on myself first. Does it work for me? If it doesn't work for me, then it's not going to work for any other person. But I think Nicolo is good. And then some people are just, Toby, Toby, I can't place him as a content creator. Toby, I can't place him because sometimes he's a politician, sometimes he's an administrator, sometimes, but he does write well. I think he writes well, and it's more grounded. He's got deep inside information. He's got sources that are good. That's 4. Number 5. I don't think I have up to 5. Okay, Andrew Randa, but I think Andrew Randa. My problem with Andrew Randa's content creation is that he have too much. When you have too much, it worries me in analysis. You have too much resources, too much information, too much access. Putting them together becomes a problem. That's Andrew. Great guy. Great.
All right. Moving on the show. For those of you who were with us on the show, we apologize for that abrupt end.
Nigeria happened to us. We know they hide them. Nigeria happened.
We apologize for that abrupt end on the show, but before the show got caught, we were talking about.
No, but the show was rich yesterday.
Yeah, it was rich. We were talking about Mikel's black tax claim on that Rio Ferdinand's vibe with. It's really the Rio Ferdinand's podcast.
Yes, so Rio Ferdinand's five.
Does he own?
Yeah, he's the owner of that podcast.
The other guys.
No, it was Rio Ferdinand's podcast.
So Vibe with 5 podcasts.
The JC number.
Yeah,
that's 5. Yeah.
Well, Mikel Obi, I mean, I had to watch the interview again yesterday. He said a lot about his footballing career, how the whole Man U Chelsea thing, the transfer, also how it happened. I mean, I just find it, some players, should I say, privilege when a manager like Alex Ferguson fly to meet you to get you signed for his club and all that. Man, that's Chelsea Man U also is another topic for another day. But Mikel ended up at Chelsea and he didn't regret his decision. But let's focus on the black tax thing, where as a footballer you are rich.
But to be very honest, let's just cut one part out of this talk. It is in this part of the world that we see it like that too. A coach's job is actually to fly to go meet a player, convince a player.
The coach himself.
Yeah. If you're a player, whether you're young, whether you're old, no, we'll take a scouting team. The scouting team comes for you. You're not ready to Europe, like these people are not serious. If you look at major signing, it is the manager told me, Declan Rice, the manager told me. This one, the manager told me. The manager is either he flies down or he calls you and tell you, this is my vision, this is my dream. And see where you did for inside the dream.
Mikel as a young boy at the time,
it was. He had gone to under 17 and he had gone to the World Youth Championship in 2005, and it was next to Messi. Anybody standing next to Messi, it's the Holy Trinity. It's it's the vision at the mount where there was Jesus at the middle, and then there was Moses and there was Elijah. That was the very moment that Catholic invented sainthood. That was sainthood. If you are Messi, Mikel Obi, Taitao, sainthood is upon you that time. So everybody like, man, it's a race against time for who will get it first. It just Man United showed their criminality. Even at that time, he was a Chelsea player. The fact was, it was Chelsea that scouted him in Nigeria and took him to Lane Oslo. So what was Man United really thinking?
Anyways, that's like I said, that's a topic for another day.
Yep.
It was a rich podcast. But the black tax thing, a lot of footballers have come out to say that they get rich. People try to use them. Mikel came out to say that because of your Mikel, people just want to get married to your family so that they can be able to benefit from that and all that. But the question I threw to you yesterday before the show went up was, as a footballer, how do you come out of this? How do you handle this? We've seen, Osimhen had his own family issues with his wealth and all that. Mikel, Adebayo, I can go on and on. Some players have even gone broke, due to some of this family issue. Family tried to capitalize on that. So, as a footballer, how do you wriggle around this? How do you avoid this? Or how do you handle it? I don't know if it's something you can avoid, but how do you manage and how do you handle this?
I think it's hard to manage. Like I said, I started off yesterday before the light went off. It's the fact that majority of the people who play football come from poor home. Poverty means there's also no proper education. So this is how wealth is. This is how wealth is. Like when they say poverty is a thing of the mind, what they're actually saying is before you get economic independence, you need psychological independence. Anybody that is not psychologically independent would not be financially solvent eventually. It will make mistakes. So work, consistency, and strategy produce money. Mistakes. So life is cause and effect. To every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. Life, both in the cosmic, spiritual, physical, metaphysical, anyhow, is cause and effect. I talk, my voice go, because the effect is that there's a microphone here.
Yeah.
If I put down this fader, I'm only talking, just the two of us are hearing here.
Yeah.
You understand the difference now? So there is always a trigger. There are always activators in life. That's why they say if you're dating somebody, for instance, look out for the red flags, right? Then there's also green flags or green light. If, for instance, you're in church or you're in the community and there are a few girls, you see the one who is giving you the sign that just make the move now, just make the move. I don't know how you guys do it these days, but back in our days, back in our day, there are the green lights that the girls will be like be dotting you, be blinking for you.
Yeah.
There are things you do to her, she will smile. Somebody else will do it, she will give them a stern look or a stern warning. You know, okay, you are the guy for this one. And it's the same thing with every other thing in life. Every other thing in life is like that. You see the signs that this person is okay. Let me give you a very simple example. There's somebody in my extended family who always asks me for help. Like I'll ask people for help too. Who always ask me for help, but he does not. If I tell her, you watch my show, no. If he doesn't have data, he will say, bros, I don't get data. He gets something I want to do at 25 gig. Anybody who ever asked me for that, I nowhere. Like all these 2 gig, I know they buy 2 gig per person. I just feel give somebody the things that you use. So it's minimum 10 gig, right? So 10 gig, 25 gig, 45 gig, like that. Sometimes, like, okay, you want to use it in your what's that, multi-MiFi?
Yeah.
1 terabyte, 100K when I have it, right? It's not like I have it to do all the time, but I just feel, okay, this is a man. The way I look at life today, data is the fuel that energizes communal social living. And not having it sometimes can just make you very useless, especially when you're doing some business and all that. So that person does not watch my YouTube content. I've never seen that person put it on his status before. I've never seen him put it on the status. But, oh, my kid's school fees, this one. So when I say, bro, so you even know what I do. He said, you be the big boy, you be not be the Ogbodu for Lagos. I say, what I do? Which work are they work? Like he was just all over the place, talking. I says, they share my YouTube channel content like every single day. I give you right, I bet, please subscribe. I've seen people who told me, don't be belittling yourself by saying please. I said, no, I'm not belittling myself. I'm not. If I like, make I be Elon Musk, I go say please. Not my right. I don't buy that argument. But all these people where they watch, whether for Instagram or YouTube, they could be. You know how people there for US 3 a.m. Me, how many people have you watched for 3 a.m.? Unless I like Super Bowl, some big. Okay, I watch some podcasts live in the night, but not be every day. So these people will give you their time. Sometimes because they say they'll send you money or they'll send you this equipment, you're not gonna say please. But hey, in Nigeria, you know how we think for Nigeria. My point now is, because we do not do all those little things, we get into trouble. When you make money, I've seen people say things about Osimhen. Let me use Osimhen as an example. That he said making mistake. He shouldn't be doing these things. It will come back to him. And when he's broke, you will see the karma. I wish karma. I asked one guy one day, I said, bros, let's even say Osimhen lie about his age. Let's just hypothetically say he's 30 years. He's 25 now, right? Let's say he caught 5 years. Because Osimhen does not look like somebody who caught the age. That's small boy. At 30, this guy is a banker. This guy is about 51, 52. I said, bros, at 30, how good were your decision making? How perfect, even today. If you did that good, you know the way you did the work for bank, still they run around, they wear coat, white shirt with the neck, don't show. No, not true now. Because it's easy to judge footballers. You're forgetting that these guys, they didn't go to the school that you went to.
Yeah.
They didn't have proper nurturing, proper grooming. So the only thing is they don't have money, which is power, but without control. It's like a fast car without brake. That's what they have. it's luxurious, it's beautiful, it's elegant, but no brake. And the engine is running. So it's a speed that can kill them on a freeway. Okay, they are running on the freeway, hoping that one thing or the other, they will run out of gas, the car will stop. But they are in danger. That's the guy you expect to take an Elon Musk type of decision. Even the super rich get broke. That's something that people don't understand. So when you say footballer and some things are happening, what do you expect a footballer to do? He stays abroad for 9 months. He come home maybe for 3-4 weeks, during the off season. And then for international break, he comes and goes like that. And when he comes, everybody's on his head. He wants to rest. He can't rest. His friends, his primary school mates, his club mates, his people that are now on social media, journalists, media, everybody on him. And then at that point, you keep saying yes. You're not saying yes because you want to say yes, but you're saying yes because, okay, no wala. Just to have your peace. And you do that consecutively for like 10 years. And then when you finish, these same people are the guys who will go out there and say, that's also women in the carry that time, not the year what, this one. I've heard people say things about Terrible West. I've heard people say crap about Terrible, like I sit in circles. Based on my position now, I sit with people. I sit with my podcast have given me access to a lot of people. And I want to say that sometimes you see people and then they start talking behind. It's like, God, is this how these people talk about? I just learn from them, like, oh God, may my life not be like this, so that people don't say the same thing about me tomorrow. So the point here is, it's up to the family to protect them. But if that family that is supposed to protect you now is the one that wants to kill you, there's hardly anything you can do. So what I advise the younger footballers, and I think it's turning, the table is turning. We're just looking at the bad ones that is happening. The table is turning. If you look at the Shego Degbame's generation versus this generation, is different. The 94 generation is different. The 94 generation versus this generation, the 2013 generation is different. And if we keep going forward like that, it's going to keep improving and improving and improving. One of the things that is needed is for footballers to, once you sign a contract, they should be taught to start, with an investment company. Okay, this should be an investment company to the side. Save more than you spend. It's the greatest teaching that I ever learned. Save more than you spend, and because you are in a safer society over there, put your monies in some very, very safe bank, some very, very stable investment, and just stay. Don't lavish too much. It doesn't mean you shouldn't spoil yourself. I mean, you know me. Everybody should spoil themselves because you're the one working for the money. Work, and enjoy the money. But at the same time, save some, because football is a very short, any sport is a very short period of time. The money you make is what is going to take up the rest of your life. There is a very simple analogy that I used to give to footballers. Tell Odion, Kenneth, all the guys that I know, I tell them, there is not a footballer in history that their children have graduated university at the time they are retiring from football. When you retire, that's just about the time your son, your daughter is 5 years or 10, highest 10 years. So that's when you start going. What worked for David Beckham is the very one thing that everybody said is not going to work. The Victoria that I married, and then the team that he had. Everybody wants to start making money. I can pay people. Once you start making money, start paying people that will take care of some things. Some of them would eat your money. Like DJ Khalid will say he doesn't need a financial manager and the rest of them. It's working for him. But he's an exception to the rule. Real successful people need people who will manage their finances. Now, again, when you have this set of people, that's why our Joe is as successful as he is. He's got a good lawyer, he's got a good team, he's stay consistent with a good management team, the attire and the rest. So he's stable with his team, and he does his thing in a very, very, if you want to do business, me, as I close to Ojo Rich, and you know how close we are, close. If I bring a deal to Ojo will say, go talk to Andre. You understand? Go and talk to Andre. Let Andre come back and advise me. And so this is business. Okay. And then people like me should also not be going to footballers and be saying, Amio, it doesn't make sense. Okay. So in that regard, you're like, don't worry. If you like, you go with Andre. Your percentage is still protected. But that's the format. So Ojo have secured himself. Emenike have done the same thing. Mikel, okay, God wiser later have done the same thing. Some of these, Ahmed Musa, man, that's the smartest nigga on this football galaxies, Nigerian football galaxy. And then there are others who are still struggling with it, who have big plans. I've sat down with Sadiq Umar and we've spoken big plans, but afraid of this type of thing happening. Again, the black tax will always be there. Let's even remove footballers. All the people, and some of you are on this video now. Let's even hear your experience. All the people in the diaspora. You know how many people did their DM? We were there Lagos. You know how many of our ex-classmates I have not seen, my secondary school mate I have not seen in 25 years or almost 30 years, and that's 29 years since I left secondary school. That are on my DM every day, my pikin never shop, oh, this one. And I'm looking for at the plan at the go better. Like I don't have money, I'm broke, right? People still, as I yesterday, I see the same money to somebody, when me and they look for money. So it's always going to be there. Once there's a semblance, there's a nuance of you having a little. There's going to be somebody asking. There's going to be somebody demanding from you. There's going to be somebody trying to take from you. What you just do is, there's a new pattern that we were taught, is have a budget for what you will give to people every month. Bros, if that money finish, lock shop.
Like Mikel said, he said at times when you remove money for this, remove for this person, remove for this, you realize that you are even giving out more than you spend for yourself.
It happened when we're producing the league.
They are giving out more than
let me
you
give you a good example. When we're producing the league, the game we went to go and produce in Benin, Benel Insurance game, right? Benel Insurance, Ayimba in Benin. I gave because people come, we gave. I not get money to transport, come back to Lagos. Like, because the boss that took us left, because I wanted to do some extra interview, the Bright Omokari interview. I wanted to interview Mondo Digi. I wanted to talk to some people. I want to get Gordon Izilie. But Benin is very pivotal to football, league football and the rest. I wanted to go see Roland wherever they was sick at the time. I got stuck because I was giving people find out that I was in Benin. They travel from Warri, come Benin. Everywhere, Bayelsa, like take 20, take 50, take this one, take that one. I got stranded. We went from Ide room, I did my room too. Let's use one room. I realized, no, I don't really like me. I'm very, I like my space. You don't travel with me. I like my space. I was like, guy, let's go back. When I want to make payment, they not debited me 110,000, but it did dispense, declined. Till today, I never seen collect that money. February 20th, that it declined. Now, I didn't have any money again. I had to. It was Mr. Best that now helped me arrange a vehicle that brought me to Lagos. But on the other side, they produce the league now, you don't make money. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes you take care of people that you become crippled. Tyler Perry explained it well in one recent interview. That sometimes go over there and be very successful first. Let your pillars be solid first before you start putting weight on your shoulders. So for me, I'll say, imbibe that principle. There is no really clear-cut advice you can give anybody, but be solid first. Make sure, say, you don't secure the bag. The bag is fully secure to the point where you can talk like Abiola say, if all the witches in Africa gather scatter my money, you know, go feel scatter, then you're not so okay. I budget this one to take up people. Because listen, to be successful, one of the things that I've come to learn is to be successful in life. There are two things you can do. Look for people, not family members. Family members. When I set up this company, I called my younger ones, like, guy, come, you are into sports. You know sports more than I do even. Come, let's do this thing together. He refused. I mean, pay your school fees. I mean, train you go school. Come stay Lagos. He refused. Like, he was telling other family friends who came back to tell me that I they look for person who say do husband. Now he's working like an errand boy in a radio station in Benin. That's my blood, right? Like I've been responsible for him since. Now me carry my mama whole hand like this, go hospital, go where mama Adubeji, where they take born her. All in napkin from when they born her, blood stain sheet, everything. I mean wash. I mean carry go research for school supreme, person my school supreme. Like this is like now children want to learn fatherhood, but it does not see my vision. The same thing what they do, but in a lesser quantity now, he's gone to somewhere else to go and be working for them as a slave. He would rather be a slave than to be part of something that, obviously, if he grow with this, he will be a director. But guess what? He wants me to always send him money. You understand now? So, sometimes you've got to be able to stand and say, okay, I don't secure myself, and then I start giving from the little that I have.
Then if that little,
if you run that, you run that. Let her see. One of the greatest word that was created in the English dictionary is the word no. Before I didn't know how to say no to people, and it destroyed me a whole lot. Did I not tell you guys the story of? I got a phone call. I was living in Ikoyi, 6A 2nd Avenue. the former presidential house, like I live for Aso Rock. I spent 2 million a year. This is 2003, 2004. I got a call. Abel Abulu, bros, we they come Lagos, so in my head, the we is like 2 or 3 people, or 4 max. We they come perform for one club, or Ascenda nightclub, Martins. But we not get where we will stay. They are coming on Thursday, they are performing on Friday night, Saturday, then they'll go on Sunday. I said, okay, no problem. I gave send address, everything. They came. When they arrived, when the people arrived, it was an invasion. The security, the soldiers at my gate called. I said, what's happened? There's a mob at the gate. I said, which mob? Now, just 2 or 3 people now. I came aside, it was 18 people. 18 people coming to stay in my house with bags and everything. Okay, they want to perform guitar, all those things. Okay, no problem. Julius, like all of them. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They stayed 11 months in my house. 11 freaking months in my house. My girlfriend could not even come anymore. You know, guys, that were 11 freaking months in my house. 11 months. That of all these people that came in, only 2 now I know. Now I don't see before. The others, I don't know them. They stayed 11 months in my house, in my flat in Ikoyi. I just think about the water usage, toilet, mess in the house and everything, food, all on me. None of them, they bring dime.
And you sustain this for 11 months.
Worry boys.
To say no.
Worry boys. If you grew up in Worry, you understand. If I say no, you know, then I still was the alpha and omega kind of guy. I shall die. Let's take care of everybody. Let's not worry. 11 fucking months in my house. You know, now you know how they tell you, they can't quarrel among themselves. They can't get gig. Some they go like they say, no, we cannot carry all of you. They can't beef each other. That's so they take come out. You know, talk of things so that some go eat, no go wash plates, the bath, waka from bathroom, use water, splatter the ground. Come, these are some people will be saying that for worrying outside of the bath. They never ever use shower before, they never use bathtub before, they don't understand how to operate water heater, they don't know how to use gas, hot plate, oven. These guys were abusing facilities. Anyhow, water was running. This is a house where you stay. You don't need to go get water dispenser. The water that comes in, whatever president they drink, is clean. Crystal, the house, that house, Murtala Mohammed stayed. Justice Wires, Mohammed Wires, that's where he stayed. Okay? I'm just giving you an example. 18 human beings, grown-ups. For 11 months, I buy bag of rice. Bag of rice, they finish 1 month. When I go buy rice, skip. He go call the spoil. Bag of rice, finish 1 month. Buy, travel, go, come back. You know, like it was like that. But travel, if I not quick come back, they're going to call me, bro, food don't finish you. Man, oh, I'm telling you, man. Some of them today say they're going to talk to me. You understand? Some get Oris get house for Awoyaya. Oris like a house, get live band where they play across. I don't call them when I start this, I don't call her, say, come. Like, I need your help. Come be part of this. He not come one day. Like, he not show face. This is a guy. See, these stories are not be just footballers. It happens to everybody. It happens. So, you're going to go find the space where you see, you know what? Let's try. Let's find. You know, one of the best things that happened to me was getting married because it helped me streamline a lot of people, having children. And I realized that, you know, these are the people that I'm living for. That's why I treat my children like they are king, they are royalty, because they never come at a time where money really plenty. They came at a time where I had to go restart my life, and God bless me with these kids. So I put everything on the line for them. So you got to find a way to be able to manage it. And so when I tell the story, sometimes make me want to cry. You leave it for people. Forget.
Somebody just sent in the comments said, I hope our NPFL players don't pass through this, and if it happens, I hope they will be able to handle it.
I think most of them go through it. I you know, when I interviewed the Cyril Lusema, I like people telling their own story. I don't like getting in the front of the camera for other people's story because they might not want it. After the interview, we talked about some of the things that have happened in his life, and he's got similar story. Same for Andy Freckers, same for this guy that's gone to Tanzania, this goalkeeper, John Noble. Like, we're all up with these guys. And you know how, let me tell you the thing about footballers. You see that thing that Mikel Obi said to Rio Ferdinand? He might not even say it to me. You know why? Because he would look at me like he doesn't know me like that. So Ojo, the things Ojo will tell me, Ojo will not tell you if you interview him or somebody. I've seen somebody interview Ojo before and say, bros, why Ojo did they answer my question the way they answer your question? I said, because you guys don't have relationship. Relationship open up a lot of things.
Yeah.
When I interviewed John Fashion, I've known John Fashion since I was a kid, since like 1986. I've known John Fashion. John Fashion used to come to my sister's restaurant in London to eat. I was a boy. When I go to the UK, he used to come to that restaurant to eat. So I was a smallie then. When they won the FA Cup in 1988, they actually brought 4 tickets to my sister's restaurant, and I went because we were on holiday. I went to watch the 1988 English FA Cup, Liverpool versus Wimbledon. So sometimes when I talk about football, I'm like, what are you saying? I've been in this game for long. 1988, some people never born them. The people in those social media that insult me, so they never born them. So I've known John Fashion. When I called him that he should come on my podcast, we're in Abuja, in Asokoro. You know what he said? He said, you're going to be the first person that will interview me, and I'm going to be willing to talk about all of this, Justin, the gay issue, the one, this one, that one, my contract, my business. Like, you are the only person because you're like my kid brother and a sensible one at that. John Fashion, in another place, you ask him a question, we'll just be looking at you like, since when we don't know each other, reach the stage where you want to ask me this kind of more question. You understand? So it will just be fencing off you.
Yeah.
So it's relationship. Me and Sasa. If I put Sasa here now, we could go from Egbo Sasa to Sasa my guy. Because I was part of his cross. I helped to carry his cross. Like practically, I sit there and I say, with all sense of responsibility, I won Nigeria the bronze medal in Rio 2016. I'm not saying it because I want to show up, but it's true. It's my contribution, especially when I live in this era of people saying, oh, you don't help, what you don't do. I did that. If I'm not qualified, I'll beat my chest and say it anywhere. Sasa will tell you, Abu, too bad he has stroke now, he's in the US. Sasa Abu Ajigafa will tell you the story. What I did, how I came in. Somebody who we don't be stranded to, what can you do? I got Delta Airline to carry us from Nigeria, from Atlanta to Sao Paulo. No jokes, no caps. But people say, who are you? What have you done? The point of this is, if you're not close to a Mikel Obi, he will not be able to tell you that. So you interview him, he'll just say you surface, and you will go. But it looks at that anything I say here, this guy will understand. It's on my level, it's on my frequency.
Yeah.
The only difference is it's not from Africa. And so some things are going to be strange. So I'm going to open his eyes now to see some of the things that I've gone through so that he now understand why I behave the way I behave. You get what English my mom they speak. My mom not to speak English. Everything she says is in Yoruba and Pidgin. But my mom have this English that she always quote. No man is born wicked. Man made man to be wicked. Be careful what you do to man, because eventually when man change, now you go sit to say man don't change. So then people come in, I want to come spend a week in your house, and I say no, it's not possible. Go to the hotel. It's like, that feels wicked. You mean no? That's what that woman we married, so don't change her. No, the woman didn't do anything. It's just what people have done to me before. You understand? It's just the way it is. So I think that footballers eventually will get to it because they talk to each other. They talk to each other. They know, okay, these people are just there to take from you. They're there to fleece you. They think you have. Some people, I mean, somebody don't come in before say give girl, let's my help with 150K say want to do abortion. I mean, you get that like all the time. When I was in Globestar, Roberta carry a younger brother, give girl, let's say make I give my money, make you do abortion. Like you get that kind of shit all the time. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes you give, sometimes you don't. You just move on.
All right, Emeka, thank you for your comments, for taking us to the NPFL on the Black Tax thing. Since you've taken us to the NPFL, let's stay with the NPFL and talk. I don't know if you have any comments to take.
There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of comments.
Talk about the games this weekend.
Let's go to Instagram first. I think Instagram people are just watching. Animal business camera show us it have face now wish. Make we see the tears of joy. No, get out of here. Weekend professor. I mean your computer spoiled, so I have to spend over $1 million. That's good for you. He said the Abiodun says, my Oga, good morning to you. And then on YouTube, I think I've got a few comments on YouTube. Let me go there straight up. Now, Sabigel, don't come again. Tottenham people. Hey, Aston Villa, please beat Spurs this weekend. Let it be 3 on a row, please. Beat them, beat them, beat them. Yes, Aditya Lavuma say good morning, Elevator TV family. Good morning to you. Wow, great news. Thank you, Ken, for supporting the Elevator TV brand. Thank you very much. And then see how blessings are flowing. Thank you, Sam. The US Connect is making Elevator emotional overhead. Not be small. I didn't sleep last night. After I got all the news, which I was sleeping, which I sleep again, and I just to the sing. That's a song by CC Winers. Is permanently registered there. Goodness of God is permanently registered, living rent free. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pay subscription for her. No worry, living rent free in my head, in my heart, and in my whole body. On my life, I know Sabi sing, so let me not try to sing. Sabiga say good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Shoni Kwakwaya says good morning, Elegote. Good morning. Always happy to watch shows every morning. Very informative and insightful. Tosi hey, Tosi, how now? He said, I remember that prediction. It was Chelsea versus Man City Community Shield. Chelsea took the first kick. Is it Chelsea? I think it was Arsenal Chelsea. I don't know, but I know that the second team won eventually. Ebuka Akabwago say, I beg Elegote, watch your prophecy on another prophecy. Get out. Sabiga says the black task isn't easy at all. Your family has a sense of entitlement and it can be frustrating to avoid that sense of entitlement. This guy just faced one yesterday. They give a prayer point on the matter. When they know you don't have, they still put so much pressure on you. I mean, the way that nine boys they do Yahoo. That's why they tell you, not be your mate buy mama motor. Mama, not be your mate transfer your house, give you picky. Why you not transfer give me? That way people they go marry Abiola and Obasanjo and the rest. Where you did? You don't understand. So sometimes, I'm always tempted to say, any parent tell a picky say not be your mate, they do this. Give them back. Because Bible say, provoke not your children to wrath. Children, honor your father and your mother, but also not provoke the children to wrath because they go tell you anything. Who do anything? I go say anyhow. Additional information says very important life lessons. I will never forget this your story. Now from a help wahala take the start. Now part of the black name. You help somebody that come begin beef you. That's the way you put for house. I don't put myself for house before. You almost make me lose the house. That's why I don't know youth couple. Why I don't know. I meet her for what's it called? Something Trust Bank. Trust. I used to be great blue. What you want to Trust Bank? Not Guarantee Trust Bank. What you want to Trust Bank? Yeah. Their logo is blue with the globe on it. I've forgotten.
Shonik?
No, not a Shonik. Before Shonik, there was one something Trust Bank shop. I just helped the guy who was like, "This South Africa now. Smoke on my house." And the guy, I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol. It's not allowed. You can see. I go club as anybody. I went to club like for a period of my life, like a 4 years period of my life. I was going to club every day. So not be saying you go club and you groove, but you don't groove reach me. But things I don't do. Come my house, put leg for table, the smoke, use cigar, almost burn house. For help I they help you. Carry a shower, come my house, to call the fight, the tear cloth. Sometimes you help people put you for trouble. Tosilema, they say not only family members, so even acquaintance show some level of entitlement. Classmates. My classmates don't call me before, say, our phone square. Say, I don't even they see a comment for the WhatsApp group. I don't even think, say, make a find out what happen. Standard Trust Bank. Standard Trust Bank. Now I say, Con, I may marry you. You don't get grandchildren. You wait to concern me. Last time I saw you was 4th of July, 1994. That's the last day, the day we wrote our last one. 4th of July, 1994. Since that time, I never see you. You never meet anywhere. I never even see you anywhere. You are blaming me for you not having a phone? Am I married to you in your dreams? You don't understand. There are people like that. I want to tell you, say, became school fees this year, now you go pay more. This time, now you go pay school fees. And I pay over 2.4 million naira for school fees every time. Your 400 naira, maybe 4,000 naira school fees where you go for Orifakara school, you don't pay. They wait for me now. They not go do go to the back and you pay your school fees. You understand? Then they'll come and go judge give people. Now that the person pass. The entitlement. See, the entitlement, the verses plenty. Let me give you a good example. There's a guy who used to live with me. I get contributed money for him to go start business. He won't worry, set up a boutique. Every single day, not only bad news. Ogbedayo, the killer for one hotel naked, go send me the picture. This one, so every time I'm robber for energy, they kill somebody here. I come and say, oh, you go. The way I live my life, information gateway is very important to me. The things I see, the things I hear, that I protect myself a lot. And you know, because you stay with me, you're my guy, you're my best man at my wedding. Stop sending these things to me. I don't want to be waking up to bad news every day. And the way you send them, you just say, like you've made up a business of doing bad news. It works for you, but I don't like it. Take it away from me. As I just finished that call, he sent another one. More like, forget, I mean, the form they give, who the form levels for. I can't block them. You have to know, I can't block that one. So the other one, you know, they use them. You know, they say, I call the para. Why I go block them? Who give me, which kind of useless thing that why I go block them? Who give me right to block them? I will not be friends again. I was in Abuja. Last time I went to Abuja, coincidentally, he came to the place where I was in Gwarimpa. Like, I said, hey, Matthew, how fast is stretch? I said, if that you want to touch me, if I stab you, I was eating. If I will shoot you, you know me. Like, this one, you know me, Richard. So you know what I can do. So it's not like, oh, we're not speaking English, all these things. If that your hand near me, the same thing happened with Sam Wojia. You know, there are people who feel they're entitled to you. They own you. They can do some things. Me, I'm like, I'm nice, though. Like, I'm nice. But man, I'll F you up big time. I keep telling people I'll be one-man courtist. The court who are not joining, see them my blood. Because that was the only primary reason. My primary reason of going to university was to go join court. So in my head of it, I still be capable. I'll be done. If you do anyhow, you go must see anyhow. There's no niceness to anybody because you know they pay. I don't know about you, but niceness they pay. I choose the people I get nice to. So I know like I may bring this nonsense to myself. And if you just try and I cut you off. What we lacked before was the ability to cut people off. Like, what will people say? I don't know. I know they work again. Simon Campbell says some people just feel they are entitled to what you have. When you don't give them, they feel you are a bad person. Yeah. I teacher must say, I so much thank God for my family. My dad so fenced us and protected us ahead of time. Your father a good man, no. Your papa na good man, no. I grew up in a house where village people they come once month, don't they end. Every time when my stepdad they walk. Once he walk, finish say no get money, village people go disappear. Topolo used to sleep on our bed floor. This Topolo now will be big. He used to sleep on our floor, you know, SSA road. But when he be for him, you know, they said, they will come. My mom named Yawo. Hey, Yawo, you get a fish pepper. You they come from Riverine area, you know, bring fish. You want to cook shop fish pepper soup. Hey, Yawo, you go do fish pepper soup. Oh, and then they like the make the geri, make it not too strong. You stupid. My mom, you know, trying to be nice because you carry one son from outside, come the marriage. Just trying to be nice to play. My mom lived her life. My mom died at 52, looking like 75. Because she was stressing to please one family people or the other, trying to help people, trying to be nice, trying to take people's shit. No, that's not gonna end up. Nah. I look like my mom, but that's just where. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that with me. Don't do that with me at all. Someone come and say Standard Trust Bank. You mean yes? That's the one I was trying to. No, not Standard Trust Bank. Maybe Global now. Standard Trust Bank. Okay, my brother. There's some Instagram one now. There's some Instagram messages. Let me take them. I am another verse. Okay, this one is from Precious MNK001. He said, "Bros, do any African team has any chance of qualifying for the World Cup after finishing second in the group? Did they have any?" Yes, there's a playoff. After the 8 top teams qualified, there's a playoff, but I mean, it's a 50-50 thing. Olisa Chuk say, always illuminating to hear you speak. The way you create analogy to send on point is to be studied. Kevo, Afana. And we'll do some stuff together. Mayawa says, good morning, my brother. Good morning to you. Kevin came on to say, it's another weekend of European games. Please bet on Destiny S. Yes, so Let's bet on Destiny S because you can win in cryptocurrency and in dollars. Go and register. I'll send you if you chat me, I'll send you my referral link.
Do they have NPFL games on it?
NPFL games are coming pretty soon. They don't have NPFL. I'm not sure they do. Kevin, do they have NPFL game on it? But I know that you know what I like about them is the fact that if you win $1,000, you know you already have $1 million. So for me, it's there's no brainer anyway. Destiny is there's no brainer. That's the best place to be. That's the best place to be on. Just send me a DM and I'll send you a link to register. And if you're struggling to fund your account, I'll assist you and I'll let you get it easy. And I also would give you games if you use my link, my referral link to register. All right, so
we are talking about the NPFL and people are still waiting.
Our business.
And we saw the first official Star Times broadcast. That game, Remo Stars against Aqua United. Aqua
United against Remo Stars.
The Eke Stadium, 3 goals to 2. Even though it took them a while, after the game, quite a number of people asked for highlights of the games. And just yesterday, it was really.
Let me explain something. Let me explain something to people.
Because I've seen people come and say that again, we'll be saying on Sunday now that they release highlights stuff.
No. So let me for those of you who are listening right now, whether on the app, on Instagram, on YouTube, try to understand that to set up our stadiums first are not purpose built for media, right? So when you set up, if the stadiums are purpose built for media, it means you go there and do plug and play. Anybody that will have come to their city to produce a league match, you will see that will come to the stadium 8 a.m. in the morning. And we are rigging for a 4 p.m. game. Sometimes, as at 4 p.m., we are still not completely ready. They don't do that in Europe. So the expectations that you people have on these broadcasters are based off of what you see in Europe. It's not going to be that easy. This is a process. Take, for instance, if we come back into production now, they will tell us, oh, you're producing a game on Sunday. We'll fly from Lagos. Let's say we're going to Kano or Katsina, Gombe or Jos. We'll fly from Lagos. We'll get there on Saturday. And on Saturday, we start running around looking for people that will give us generators, some of those things that you need on the ground that you cannot travel with. You can't put it on a plane or, get on the road. And then your equipment, you start setting up. You might just be setting up and find out that one cable has broken. And it might be a problem. So now let's come to the place of highlight. Because even if you use OB van, which is supposed to be easier, if the OB van, you rented it and you already told them all they need is just produce the game, all right? And the contract does not include producing highlights and doing the extras, which you will pay for. And this is a contract that they have that if not even started making money off, and they are going to be trying to manage the business. If they need to not take all the raw files, it could take hours to even copy first because this thing records in 4K. So it takes hours to copy. Then when you now want to create the highlight, whoever is going to create the highlight will now have to watch through every clip. So there are, let's say, 6 cameras. In New York, they use 6 cameras. 6 cameras record 2 hours. Football matches 1 hour, 30 minutes, but the halftime and all those things. Yeah. So you're going to pan through each 2 hours video for 6 times 6. When you do that, that's how you start scribbling down what your highlight will be, the voices of the commentator. The work is hard. Do you guys have the right to complain and make demands? Yes, but make demand with an understanding of what they go through. What people don't understand that we did last season when we were doing highlight just about immediately after was the fact that when we finished the work, your love of football will kill you. When we finish, before we start, we already imagine, create boxes of what might happen. What's the most possible? So we create a chart for a draw, goalless draw, score draw, wins, and all that. And we start pocketing these things in it with a purpose for those who are recording. Like there are some breakers that you use, but these are things you learn on the job out of experience. Or probably you think about it. Let me give you a good example. There's a boy. We got the guy that does our short videos in Ibadan. We got him in Anambra. There's something he does. If he did capture match for you, if they score goal, he go put his hand in front of the camera like this. Immediately they score the goal. You know why they do it? anytime you see hand in front, you know that there's an action that you need to take.
Yeah.
So his own way of, that's like a marker. If you're anybody who's ever edited with Sandforge or any Adobe, there's a marker. That's his own way of using a marker to say this is highlight audio. So when you're panning through, you always see that hand. Okay, let me take this. But not everybody does that. It's a small boy, but I learned that from him. Kalija also learned that from him. So those are the things you need to consider for these people, because none of the companies, Propel does not have multiple cameras. They have to depend on somebody else. You hire this person, he goes there, he does it, he pulls his camera and his equipment, he's going back home. You now say, okay, when you get back to Lagos, send us the video. So the slowness of internet means you have to download, put it on SD gig, something, because WeTransfer will not even be able to do you that. If you pay for WeTransfer, you're spending money, you're looking for the free one. Then you not cut it in pieces, 2 gig for 2 hours video of 4K. 2 gig could just be like 4 minutes. So you want to cut 2 hours into 4 minutes and send. And then that person will not assemble them again, merge them together again, and view through. Brother, it's hard. So when the highlight don't come immediately, you want to calm down. I know that when we come in, we would fast track it a bit, but give it some time. Try and understand that this is the beginning. Let's not use unnecessary bickering and complaining to kill it. I beg.
Even though we've still got some few commendable comments, I mean, because it was, the camera was clear, obviously, different from what
the proper camera. You're not gonna.
People spotted that. Said,
you're not gonna compare. This is reproduction.
What Propel is doing. So they released the goals first, the whole 5 goals scored on their Twitter handle. But now I can tell you that the extended highlights is up now on their YouTube channel. So if you're waiting for the extended highlights, we replace. You can go to YouTube and watch the highlights from that Remo Stars and Aqua United game. So yeah, it was released yesterday. So you can go on to catch that one. So talking about,
for those of you who want to call it, don't forget to 07025000069.
All right. So moving on, let's talk about games this weekend in the NPFL. We've got some a few derby games as the Oriental Derby weekend. We've got 2 Oriental derbies to look forward to this weekend, and those 2 games will be on start times as well. So the first one will be Heartland against Aimba. That game is on Saturday. Heartland will be the first game for new manager Kennedy Buboye, and he'll be looking to open his.
I hope he dressed well for the match.
He'll be looking to open his Heartland tenure with a win against Aimba, who are coming back from back-to-back wins after back-to-back defeats. So Remo Stars up against High Flying
Doma,
in the Kenya. Plateau United, Rivers United. That game has been postponed.
Rivers United on the continent.
On the continent in the CAF Confederation Cup. So these are 3 games, 2 games rather, because that game has been postponed. So 2 games on Saturday. Quick one. What are your take on these 2 games? I think they are the games of the weekend. If you ask me, Atlanta Aimba, Remo Stars, Doma United on Saturday.
And then Rangers.
That's the other Oriental Derby.
Yeah.
That's on Sunday, but we'll get to that. But let's talk about this.
For me, I think all of a sudden Aimba are on the road. We always knew that when it comes to the Nigerian League, they mastered it. They would always find their way to float. They have a floating device that will take them to the top. It's what they do on the continent that really bothers us. Having said that, I think that Heartland might have a new coach bounce. I've seen Heartland games, some of their games. They are not really that bad. They are not really, a terribly bad team. Let me take this call from the grill. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Eric, trying to talk to us. Yeah. I put it to you. You are gay. Go ahead. I was joking. We lost him. Oh, I just put it to him and he disappeared. Okay, so you were saying something.
Yeah, you were preventing the
So for me, I if they have a new coach bounce, Heartland have some players that have a semblance of people who can fight for it. Would Kennedy Boboye be able to get them to do it? Again, how difficult can it be that you're playing Enyimba in your first game, taking over a dying team, a struggling team? But hey, it's the test of the pudding, they say, is in the eating. So let's wait and see. I have to take this call now. Hello. Okay, go ahead. Sanjay, happy right now. Huh. Jehovah. No, that one not gonna happen. No, that one not gonna happen if I made a parent. So I'm not gonna sleep on veranda.
Encourage him. Don't allow him. Nothing that don't have to wait for stay for 1 month. Only day for me to come talk say this thing no happen again. We can't keep sleeping outside. You know what they do? He don't ask me immediately. A week later, I went to rent some apartment. 2 days inside.
No, Alan, they're going to sleep outside too now. No, it's always like that. That's how they do it. They win with blackmailing a lot. True. $16 years ago, man. Man, sorry, man. Sorry, somebody. We have to move on. Thank you very much. Sorry if you guys in here. I noticed that the sound from the call was very faint, and something is wrong. If you raise this fader, our voices go down. That's strange. It wasn't like that before. I think somebody's touched a particular button that they shouldn't have touched. I don't know, but we would get to the root of it as we progress. Maybe later. Well, let's come back. So I hope that Sakane Beboye gets its art right, puts everything together, and it works for the team. You know, because he's there to salvage what Christian couldn't do. And if you look at it, also Christian just didn't go on a spree of losing. There was 5 draws, if I'm not mistaken, out of 9 games. 6 draws, 3 defeats. No. So 0 win. If he gets his first win against Enyimba, what a way to go! In the words of Murphy Jemba. But I'm going to look at this and say I can't bet on Heartland win, even though they're playing at home. But again, historically, I don't know if these players understand that. Historically, Heartland is Enyimba's most difficult opposition. Yeah. They actually go to Aba and get results sometimes. So this is that game where you say
throw form out of the window.
Form out of the window, rivalry takes center stage. Heartland might win this one.
Remo Stars, Doma United,
So the kind of form that Sikiru Alimi is in right now, and Remo Stars also, Doma United also have gone. This season they've gone 5 games without a loss. They have they're ready. They're ready for business. They are the energy of the northern part of Nigeria. It's just that unfortunately, northern boys, the northern media people don't make noise the way they do noise, make noise in the south. I don't understand why anyway. I mean, I can't get the hang of it. It's too expensive. I would have got to do a special on Doma. I might still have to. We might still have to go do that. But Remo doesn't lose at home. Remo is a beast at the Kenne, and that's football. You have to make your home your fortress. They made that place their fortress. The way they dispatched 3SC, the way they dispatched on a rainy day, dispatched Sporting Lagos. Kind of like when Rangers came in and everybody thought Rangers was going to, because Rangers was on the form of their life at the time. The kind of form that Doma is in now, and Rangers scored first, but then they still went on to win 2-1. I'm banking on that to say Remo go do good, go show their pepper. Because you can't. I mean, Shakira Alimi is unstoppable right now. It's unstoppable. Like, the boy is playing out of his skin. Everything he touches, even when he plays bad ball. Look at that goal he scored in Uyo. That's just like, I don't know what was that, was Kung Fu football, but he still entered the net. So there's just something about him, and that guy on the fullback that's always crossing, that making assists for him. There's something about Remo, the way they set up. Coach Daniel Ogumodele doesn't get the credit that he deserves. People, just have some very, very funny opinion about him. But I think that they'll do it. That's not to take anything away from Doma. I just think that Remo have made their home a fortress for them.
All right, and then the games we'll see on Sunday, we'll see the second Oriental derby of the weekend. Fixtures: Abia Warriors up against Enugu Rangers, Katsina United, Bayelsa United. Southwest derby, Sunshine Stars against Sporting Lagos in Akure. That one. Lobby Stars against Shooting Stars. Kano Pillars will host Bendel Insurance. Kora United will take on Gombe United. And Niger Tornadoes will host Aqua United. These are the games we'll be seeing on Sunday, but let's talk about some selected games. Abia Warriors, Enugu Rangers, the other is Oriental Derby for the weekend.
Enugu Rangers seems to, have simmered down a bit. There was a high move at some point, but that's form of simmered down. They need to re-energize themselves. They need to find a way to go. Umaya is also a very difficult thing for other opposition to go. They just seem to find a way to win matches in that their Cornfield stadium. I'm not going to place it past Rangers. I'm expecting a draw in that game.
Sunshine Stars, Sporting Lagos, Southwest Derby kind of.
Sporting Lagos started this season with so much energy, so much vibe, but Remo Stars put paid to that. And since the Remo game, they've gone down. The only game where they really shone like a million stars was the game against Kano Pillars. And after that, not seen much of them. Again, Sunshine Stars may not be the best team in the league, but they also know how to take care of business at home. And knowing that Sporting Lagos are not a good traveling side, I'll go with the experienced Sunshine Stars to win this one.
All right, in form Shooting Stars, they travel to Lafayette to take on Lobby Stars.
Lobby Stars are not a team that likes to drop points anywhere. You sure they are the draw specialists on the road, and then they like to win at home, but this time they're not playing in Makurdi. The Oracle, I was telling somebody the other day that the Oracle is the most unlucky coach in Nigeria. With Sunshine Stars, he almost won the league. He didn't win it. With Enugu Rangers, he almost won the FA Cup, 3-goal lead, and then he lost it. And with different teams, he's come close to winning titles, but always, not getting there. So close, but yet so far. This does look like a season where he could do it, but then anybody is beginning to find form. If there's a team that can go to Lafayette and get a point, if not even a win, it has to be 3SC. But football sometimes does not respect history.
All right. Finally, Abdul Kaba up against Monday Odige. Kano Pillars will be hosting Bendel Insurance. Another big game for the weekend as well.
It will be series of losses for Bendel Insurance. They lost. The drop went at home. They lost. Where they dropped. They considered 2 goals when Abbas went to the national team. They played their outstanding game against Enyimba and lost 2-1. Now going to Pillars. All of a sudden, again, Rabi Ali, the over 40 young man, is playing out of his skin, hitting shots from 40, 50 yards, and rattling the woodworks. I think that kind of players are beginning to find their reading. With Abdul Maikaba, it takes time. His system of play is difficult. It's very complicated, like Pep Guardiola. So it takes time, and it's like the players are beginning to buy into that philosophy. He's at home. He's comfortable with his family and everybody around him. Sorry for Monday Digi. Football is about participation anyway. It's not about winning. So they should just go and participate there.
All right. So those are the games you'll be seeing this weekend in the NPFL. For those of you asking, the 2 games on start times this weekend, of course, are the Oriental Derbies. The first one on Saturday between Heartland and Enyimba, 4 p.m. If you have your start times 244 Better Sports Station.
Yeah.
I think it's free now. Even whatever package you're on,
You can see the Better Sports.
Yeah, you can see the Better Sports.
Just buy a decoder, a start times decoder, and you're good to go. Having said that, if anybody's out there who can call, just call. Let's check something and see. I don't know. It's just something about this call today. It wasn't like this before. We're not having this. I want to see something. Okay. This is strange now. I think there's something wrong, something somewhere that just went wrong with the phone setting, because I can't figure, for the life of me, I really can't figure out why the people can't hear. Okay. I think it's sorted out now. Maybe anybody calls in now, we will be able to get a balance, a rest. Everybody will be able to hear each other. I think so.
Yeah, the other game on start times, Abia Warriors against Rangers. That game is on Sunday as well, same 4 p.m. kickoff. So those are the 2 games. Remember, start times are starting with 2 broadcasts per weekend.
In February, they will go to 4, and subsequently they will grow.
So we have 2 games on TV this weekend. Of course, the other games you can see them on the Propel streaming if you have the NPFL.
And this weekend, Propel is also going to start charging money now. So if you're on Propel, you have to pay subscription. I mean, they've tried for 9 weeks. They've been running it for free. They've tried. So subscribe. I mean, you love the Nigerian League. If you're in the store anywhere, download the app. You can watch it on your laptop, on your phone. Enjoy this. Support the league. One of the things I say to people is right now, whatever thing you do with the NPFL is you contributing to its growth. It's easy for people to complain about how bad Nigeria is, how things are not going well. When people ask me, why do you do this thing that you do, knowing fully whether the numbers are not going up, and I say this is my contribution. This is me contributing to the growth of my country. Okay, one day some other people will come and benefit from it. The same way some people make sacrifice for the Premier League that people like the AFTV guys are benefiting from now. The same way some other people will come. So we're making that sacrifice. Join in making that sacrifice. It doesn't, especially for those in the diaspora, it doesn't really cost you that much. I'm not saying it's free, but it doesn't cost you that much to pay, $4, be $5 to subscribe for a month and help it grow, because the growth of the league, again, 60% of that money actually goes to the club. So it's not like some politicians are bagging it or some businessmen are putting it in their pocket. 60% of the money goes to the club. So you would really want to see your favorite Nigerian club sign better players and pay salaries on time and all that if we all subscribe and push it. And then buy a start times decoder if you can, so that you can watch better sports for the Nigerian League. I think the Nigerian League is on the upward rise. Okay, there are still a lot of things to be done, but coming from where we're coming is on the upward rise, and we can only support it to make it happen. I told it was Harry while I was talking to yesterday, and I said we cannot afford another crash. We cannot afford another disaster. Like if this thing crashes, say this thing don't work, people are not subscribing, people are not pushing it. We can't afford it because it will be disastrous. Think for the young content creators that are traveling around Nigeria that are doing the things that they're doing, and think of the impact it will have on them, and then support for wherever you are. That's all I can say.
All right, as we're coming to the final stretch on the show, we're wrapping up the show in the next few minutes. I don't know if you have any more comments before we
No, there's no more comment. They're just complaining about the volume of the phone, but I think if another call comes in, everybody will hear you. I think so.
All right, so let's talk about this one. It's a sad one I broke yesterday, and it's regarding Taiwo Awoniyi's injury.
God. And I think he should do the surgery.
Yeah, it's suffered. I think he's undergone the surgery, and he's going to be out for months. Steve Cooper, the manager of Nottingham Forest, was speaking ahead of the game, the resumption of club football this weekend. So he came out to say Taiwo aggravated the groin injury suffered in October. To be honest, I was kind of surprised.
I was surprised too
to see him involved in Super Eagles as well, because coming from
I asked him, but I remember him saying,
Baba,
if I not come, the side Nigerians not going to understand, especially at the time when things be like this. So I just need to come.
So he aggravated injuries on the gun surgery, and Steve Cooper has come out to say he'll be out for months. Automatically, that rules him out of the AFCON in January. So, how sad is this for you, and how do you think Taiwo Awoniyi can? It brings back the Osimhen thing again. Osimhen is just returning from injury. We just hope nothing like this happens again. But what's your how did you react to this news when you first saw it?
When I first said it, so because Taiwo Awoniyi is like a kid brother, my guy. So I felt bad. Last time out, it was Osimhen, it's him, and I'm looking at Boniface and like, oh, every game he plays, God protecting him.
Yeah.
As much as I'm angry with the team, I don't want to see them lose. So yeah, oh, they will now make it past the group
Exactly,
stage and lie. Somewhere on the inside of me, I want to see them go win the Nations Cup.
No,
And that's selfish, that's greedy, that's stupid. Okay, stupidly in love with the Super Eagles. So watching them get injured really hurts. You know, no matter how much, even Alex Iwobi, even Joe Aribo, like I don't want to see them get injured. Again, it's their career. You don't want to see these injuries that affect them. By the time you come back, confidence is low. You're not doing well. Look at Sadiq Kumar. I mean, he was in great form. He got injured, still not being able to find his reading. And then people are looking at him like, oh, you know, Sabi. People say that, with the audacity with which people say that, it always makes me laugh. But so I hope, I mean, football, injury is part of it. It goes through it, rest, and then maybe come back, and then there's no more injury again. But we look at the same ground injury is what eliminated a young bright player for Arsenal, Emilio Smith. He's not been able to come back to his element since that time. And you know, events have overtaken him. Some other players have taken his place in the team, and the coach is just in love with his setting Kai Havertz, who I don't know what he does. So let's hope that when he comes back, but he's got a good what's it called, currency, football currency for the club to come back and say, oh, this guy scores regularly for us. This guy saved us from relegation last season. When he come back, he will get his place.
All right, for Taiwo Awoniyi, just to put things in perspective, he's played 10 games for Nottingham Forest this season. He's got 4 goals and he's provided 2 assists. So it's always going to be a crucial period for Steve Cooper's side as they, fight for survival in the Premier League this weekend. But I mean, if I were Pasero, if Taiwo Awoniyi has got injured, that's one slot open. I don't think I would call another striker. We have them in abundance. Maybe get a midfielder. Just
it's a midfielder that you look for.
And come on.
Midfielder. And what's up with your brother? Is he going to go ahead with his trade?
Who's that?
The one that was signed by Yuboman that wants to retire from the national team.
I don't know.
Please, now encourage him to go ahead with his trade.
But we just have to feel for Taiwo Awoniyi. We wish him a speedy. All we can do is wish him a speedy recovery, and hopefully he comes back firing on all cylinders again for Nottingham Forest. So they said he'll be out for months. We don't know how many, but you need time to recover, especially after going under the knife. So we don't know if it's going to be 2 months. It's definitely going to be more than 1 month. So we don't know if it's 2 months, 3 months, or thereabout. So yeah, that's that about Taiwo Awoniyi. Moving on, you're talking about Uzor retiring from national team. Say he wants to give it a break, not like
was he threatening us?
I don't know. I don't know.
What was he expecting? Like, oh, that's please don't go, don't go away. We're begging you to stay for what?
This will lead me to my maybe the final topic on the show where Onome AB has called for calm from frustrated fans, from fans dishing out their angers and all that. I mean, we saw a video of Ahmed Musa coming to talk about, needing experience in the squad and stuff like that.
Ahmed Musa got it all wrong there.
This, let's combine all this into one now and maybe wrap up the show with this. At times, fans can go overboard with the whole abuse and stuff like that. I think he's deactivated his Twitter. He's still on Instagram.
Go look bush.
I tried to search for his handle on Twitter where he's also, at least he's been active on a few times. That was where he issued his apology after talking about the Igbo thing and stuff like that. So I can't find him on Twitter anymore. That tells you the heat is getting to these players and all that. So we hear that he might take a break as Maduka deal with the team and maybe come back later on. But
I'm yawning.
Do you think these players, the maybe claims, the Musa claim, do you think they have a slight point in the way fans can react sometimes?
So it's not like they don't have a point. So let me explain to you. Messi was bashed by Argentina. He took them to the finals of the World Cup, the finals of the Copa America, and they lost. They bashed him. Like, there is nobody in Nigeria that is on that level. But they bashed Messi. If Messi can be bashed, footballers of these days should understand. Every generation of footballers got bashed. I don't care who you say you be. Fans will insult you. They will tell you their mind. Okay? 1 minute, Aubameyang was Obama blood clot. Everybody was crazy about him. Another minute, people were on it. It just happened. Wenger was the Lord of the Ring. Was the guy who reinvented football, changed the Premier League, design. In short, the guy who built the stadium, the guy who parted the Red Sea, walk upon water, bring back the dead to life. but they also flew plane to save Wenger out. So a Nigerian footballer should not come here. Again, this is the entitlement that we're talking about. They shouldn't come here and tell us that, oh, they are entitled to support, but they are not entitled to, we are not entitled to demand for them to put on good results. Isn't this exactly what politicians do to us? Politicians want us to take all their rubbish and be patient. From the guy who took us from top to bottom to the guy who's blowing us now and giving us hardship on continuous basis. We are going to see, you can't stop the fans from speaking out because they're investing their time, emotion, and money to support you. There are teams that will beat Nigeria. You say, okay, well, this one's supposed to beat us. You don't ever say Argentina beat us, Nigeria beat us. Or France go beat us, or England go beat us with the best. You cannot be losing to Lesotho. You cannot be short. They drop like loss. You cannot be dropping.
It's a loss. Don't be like
when you come back from not qualifying for a World Cup, you appease your fans. They are the gods. You appease the gods by coming out to say, look, that World Cup will not qualify. Now our fault, now mistake. But now Ghana, now derby match, now rival. Now let us also show you guys and earn your trust back. These guys want respect that is not earned. Respect is reciprocal. Do these players respect the fans? No. Do this? What is Nigerian players? What do they do for fans? What does this all? This all they want to expand the conversation broad base a bit. Ahmed Musa talk all those talk when he talk finish. He ended up by throwing the ball in the abroad players under the bus. So we not even so it's not even me now. Ahmed Musa they ask for support for Super Eagles. He they throw players under the bus. You so who you the fool? Who you they deceive? You say, look, we come support, more will support the team. Why not speak for everybody? You in that statement, what Ahmed Musa did was to say the player, the fault of this failure of the team and the players when they born abroad. That's what Ahmed Musa was saying. I was raised and trained to read between the lines because I was raised by a mother who does not talk to you, use eye to tell you, so you have to read between the lines. Ahmed Musa threw all the bond, unless you will be Joe Aribo, all those online, you know, Kevin Bassi, Trusekong, Balogo, all those one, Manuka, he threw all of them under the bus. If Ahmed Musa were the captain of the team, threw those people, and then what he was saying was not saying indirectly, let's bring the old players like himself. He was making case for himself, or Gallo, those other players. Even Mikel Obi was explaining Mikel Obi's retirement. Like, say we're not there when he retired. It does not make sense to me. What he said, I saw it on, is it Nigerian footballers? And I comment, some idiot was coming there that said, I lack understanding. Ahmed Musa was throwing players that you are captain of under the bus. That is even capable of destroying the team a lot more. Again, what Ahmed Musa also did was confirm what I have been saying here, that the Super Eagles is divided along born in the abroad, Northern boys, Igbo boys. People said I was lying. Did you not see it clearly in that statement that Ahmed Musa made? On a day, he was supposed to be leading a campaign for Let's Do It Again. Ahmed Musa actually destroyed that campaign with what he said. Because what he openly admitted is that the team, the born in the abroad players don't even know what it means to play for Nigeria. In other words, if this team will go front, bring back the old experienced players, kick those born in the abroad players away, and let these people who know what it means to play for Nigeria play. That's what the interpretation is. Now, say in Nigeria, if we do media the way Americans they do media, you think if that was an American footballer or basketball player and he said that thing, and ESPN, First Court, Stephen A. Smith, they take on that thing, you know how it will be? You know how it will be now, or Shannon, take on that comment. You know how it will sound right now. You know how many millions of people go bounce on it, and by now Ahmed Musa said he could run the hype. So it's not we that is responsible. The fans react to the rhythm of the music you play. When you go to a club, you are not responsible for how you dance. The DJ controls that. These Super Eagles players are responsible for how the fans will react. When they play well, they get the praises without soliciting for it. Well, when they play wrong and they have this nonchalant attitude that have been there for a long period of time, people will react. It's cause and effect. To every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. To not gag people and want to predict, you know this thing that people do, ladies do it a lot. They go offend you, they can't tell you sorry, they won't force you to react the way they want. Like all of a sudden, people want to control how you feel pain, how you react to pain. No, Ahmed Musa, Super Eagles are not doing well right now, and the best way that fans react when a team is not doing well is exactly how the Nigerian fans are reacting. You can't say we should react differently when anywhere in the world in football, if your team is not doing well, that's how people react. They threw stone on Mbappe some time ago because they draw. You don't forget, he was walking through the tunnel, the stoner. Oh, a whole Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe, the stoner. What are we even saying, sir? This generation, since 2013, what did the Super Eagles don't give us? I will not be patient enough for them. What are we even saying? Like, they should be supporting their support. Support waiting. What is the basis of the support? What do they do when they support? Because sometimes we're not going to want to talk, but they will just come out, open their mouth like gutter, talk rubbish. No, nobody's going to go convince me to support these things. They are doing rubbish. Once they start winning, they will get it. They should. Instead of our members are coming out, you should go back to the players and say, guys, we are fourth here. Let's go on a winning run and see how Nigerians love us.
Exactly. And I mean, you know, Nigerians, once you're doing.
Are you telling me that Nigeria will beat South Africa 5-0, beat Rwanda 5-0, and then we will still be hating on them? What do you wish?
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Up next on Super Eagles, like I said, is the AFCON. They've launched the Let's Do It Again campaign, so we'll see how that is going to pan out.
What are they going to do again? We have not asked that question. All the journalists that were there did not ask the question. No, because once beaten, twice shy. Buhari was shouting change. We not ask which type of change. He told us from top to bottom. We not ask what is the consequence of top to bottom. See where we did now. This one where they so not even tell us anything. He was just speaking in tongue when in the campaign. So everything what they do now I understand because we not understand before. Blah 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 blah. So I understand. This let's do it again. What will they do again? Repeating Cameroon.
2013.
That's what they talk.
Repeating 2013.
That's what they. Oh, you're the spokesperson for the NFF now, right? Okay.
All right, I mean, that is a wrap on the show today. It's been a wonderful time on the show. Until we come away again next time, don't forget the weekend club football is back. Some of your favorite players. Don't be surprised if you see them firing for their club again. So don't
and now what they will invest people pass.
So don't be surprised if you see them scoring goals again, back and forth. But club football is back. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy some football games, and till we come away again next time. Find out what's from you or any more comments.
I'm not gonna comment again. Bye bye. Let's go home.
All right. Stick around.
What we try to the like now, so she behave yourself. I just wish that somebody would have called and then let me see whether this thing that we just reset, whether it work or not. But I'm surprised anyway. Technology shall just get away. Take the stress person. Okay. But we've had a good time today. I think it's been great. We're not gonna be around next week. Manuel is on the road. I'm going for burial.
When are you traveling? Sunday or Monday?
Sunday or Monday, I don't know yet. I don't get money. I'm broke. I wanted to fly to Asaba and then go to Kuala, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. So, but the fear that, see, I've not traveled by this side of the road for a very long time. Where I end at Benin. So, I Benin to worry. That road is bad. I'm still thinking, miracle can still happen. Somebody come in, hey, guy, let me buy your flight ticket. Oh, boy. I'm going to try Rich Airport. Seriously, try Rich Airport. But let's see how it goes anyway. All right, guys. My name is Idafe Matthews. You love to come in the Lego One of Sports. It's been, I think, Thursday and Friday have been fantastic. Sometimes we go out of the normal play and then do like proper education and information.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a very long note yesterday saying that we should do more of that on this show so that it stands out. I agree, but it takes a whole lot of research and also. People also don't want to be in the classroom all the time. That's another thing that I know. These are people using their data. Sometimes they want that play. They want to hear story about Onyesi. They want to hear story about my mother. They want to hear story about my children. You can gauge it. They want to see me do all those funny play thing. You know, they want to see me loving Sabi girl, the Tottenham Hotspur fan on the show. Those are the things that people look forward to. So you have to find the balance. But whatever you do this weekend, support your club no matter what. But please find a way to support an NPFL team and also support an NPFL content creator. I know why they talk this thing. People didn't do it for me. People didn't say go and support it that way. Go and people were blocking road for me, and I know how painful. Yes, and people were blocking road. People go take their time for the office, write letter to agency, no give it as a job. Like I watch. And you know what? If I think the thing, and then somebody will come and you have to forgive and forget, turn down the fire. You know, if I think the thing, like, okay, if I become armed robber, now you go be the first person I go kill. I know the road where you pass. I know where your children did. You they do me this type of thing. I know you not me. You do to Murphy, do everybody. You want kill your generation. God, I beg you. So please support any NPFL content creator. You might not like them, but just start additional follow, share, comment. It is sweet person. I mean, they do content, so I know it is sweet. And then some people just know say now only to insult person, but God still dey. Like if you insult me, I go always believe say you at least you better pass who no watch. Because if you insult me for my content, what I do, it means say you watch it. You still better than the person we don't watch at all, we don't like, we don't share. So God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. And for those of you with the bet on Destiny S. You get why. Dollar better pass Naira. I just tell you. Bye bye.
Yes.